Hello everybody and welcome to Radioactive Screen. Today we are talking spoilers for Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. So there it is, straight away. If you haven't seen the film, that's your spoiler alert. And if you haven't seen the film, check out our spoiler-free review, linked below. Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom is a decent film. And the film kicks off with the world asking the government what should they do about the dinosaurs still stuck on Isla Nublar with an exploding volcano. Bad planning on InGen's part originally. Should they rescue the ferocious killer machines, or should they let nature take its course and wipe them out again? Well, seeing as though this film/franchise is nothing without the dinosaurs, of course they're gonna go and rescue them, of course they are. And so we have the new character of Eli Mills, played by Rafe Spall, who recruits the returning character of Claire Dearing, played by Bryce Dallas Howard, and he sells it to her that it's all for the benefit of the dinosaurs, and they can all go and live out their reptilian lives on a non-exploding island. And of course that turns out to be
one big pile of shit.
Because sneaky Mr. Mills is really only in it for the profit, and he's teamed up with a random Toby Jones cameo, who's German? And they want to sell off all the dinosaurs for 120 million. Oh, bad guys. Will you ever listen to Dr. Malcolm? All in all, the film doesn't actually end up being as terrible as you might have expected it to be. It doesn't quite deliver on the dizzying heights that the original did back in the 90s, but it does provide you with an entertaining thrill ride and a solid, if not sometimes over-convoluted, plot. In my opinion, my favourite part of the film was the first act, and that's when the main characters get taken back to Isla Nublar and the inevitable chaos that ensues. Now, this part of the film flies by at breakneck speed, but it does actually feel closer to what I think a Jurassic Park film should be, and that's humans interacting with dinosaurs in a tropical island setting. We have the returning Owen Grady, played by Chris Pratt, who's brought into the fray to find his beloved pet raptor, Blue. Anyone who says they don't want a pet raptor is a straight-up liar. They bring him in to try and get Blue back safely because they know that they'd never be able to hunt Blue down without actually using the advantage of the Owen-Blue relationship. Yes, that's right. They actually managed to further enhance a relationship between a human and a dinosaur. Props for that. It's a great sequence and it culminates in the island and one lone Brachiosaurus being consumed by the fiery ash cloud of death. We'll remember you. And thus, we finally wave goodbye to Isla Nublar and the Jurassic universe that we once knew. The film then moves into its second act, which actually feels more like an old-fashioned monster movie, kind of reminiscent of the first Alien film. Now, all of the rescued dinosaurs are shipped off to a mansion. Yes, that's right. One singular mansion, where they are to be weaponized and sold to the highest bidder. And of course, it all goes wrong because, well, why would it ever go right, Mr. Mills? Why would it ever go right? And whilst the dino weapons are being sold off, they introduce us to the newly spliced together Indoraptor. Dr. Wu back at it once again with the genetic splicing. He really should have been committed by now. Splice! Splice! I mean, your track record, Dr. Wu, it's not that good, is it? Everyone ends up dying. The Indoraptor is sold to the audience of bidders as the ultimate killing machine. Domesticated killing machine. That's why they called it the Indoraptor. The Indoraptor. And this apparently is the real reason why they actually needed Blue, because they wanted her DNA or something. And like I say, the second part of the film is really where the problems lie. A lot of it doesn't start to make sense, and there's just too much going on. They randomly introduce human cloning for reasons. It doesn't really need to be there at all. And in my opinion, the whole bidding war could have just been completely left out of the script and had something much better take its place. 120 million! However, that's not actually to say that the whole thing is a bad sequence. They do actually manage to make it quite atmospheric and almost horror-esque. And this merely comes from when the Indoraptor obviously escapes, because it was always going to escape, and just ends up hunting down the people in the mansion. And that's definitely one of the more atmospheric parts of the film, especially when they're in the museum and they're using the fact that all the lights have gone out to move around whilst the Indoraptor stalks the whole building. It's actually a very good sequence, very well shot, and thus the film ends with the dinosaurs obviously escaping. Now, this is something I never actually thought about before the film was released. I never thought it could be a possibility within the Jurassic Park universe. I am looking forward to see where they take the next film. Now that the dinosaurs are out within the United States, in populated areas, I really want to see rednecks versus dinosaurs. I don't know about you, but I mean, come on. Everybody wants to see that, right? Hey, Billy Ray, was that a dinosaur? I think that was a dinosaur. It sure was, Billy Ray. That dinosaur had a pretty mouth. Almost as pretty as my sister. And I think we all know how much I would pay to see that film. 120 million, shka! Anyway, that was Jurassic World Spoiler Talk. Like, I really hope you've enjoyed the video. Please give us a like, give us a subscribe, and check out all the other videos we've done on the channel. Indoraptor. I get it! It's domesticated. It's an Indoraptor. How clever. It's almost as good as unobtainium.